Hello, everyone. My name is James, and my topic that I will be discussing today will be the agent of change and what the agent of change is and how it can help someone change the trajectory of their lives so that they won't have to feel the way they used to feel, act the way they used to act, do the things they used to do, and be the disappointment to themselves that they used to be. You see, the agent of change is a process of recovery. And this process of recovery is based on a 12-step blueprint that has been made a design for living to help those in need of assistance with managing substance abuse disorders where they can't seem to overcome this disease, which is not a moral issue, by themselves and need help. The CDC has stated that in 2024, over 80,000 people died as a result of substance abuse deaths. That was down 27% from 110,000 in 2023. The Recovery Research Institute has also, on a positive note, stated that 29 million people have reported themselves as being recovered or recovering from some type of substance abuse disorder. What an amazing group of people to be associated with, from all walks of life, from all backgrounds, from all diversities. You know, it doesn't matter. The disease of addiction doesn't care what color you are, how wealthy you are, what you have. It is a disease that is compulsive, impulsive. It is a disease that wants to somehow make us hurt or kill ourselves. But this agent of change that I talk about through the literature that we are armed with, right? Like the big blue book, the big book. Okay, basic text of NA. Living clean and living sober, right? Through this literature, I am helped with some information and provided with a fellowship, right? That helps me understand how this agent of change can and will change my life. I must first admit that I am powerless. I have to fully concede to a power greater than myself that I am powerless and I must surrender. And to surrender, it doesn't mean that I give up or I'm a failure. What surrender means is that I just go on over to the winning side. How wonderful that is, that I surrender for something that is really harming. It is something that I suffer from an obsession in the mind and an allergy of the body. I sometimes think that it is of my moral character that is at jeopardy. But what it is a disease, and a disease that must be treated. Now, we talk about some people that may have cancer or some other disease. They take their medicine. But in this process, this 12-step based process, this design for living, the literature, the sponsor, the mentors, the fellowship, that is the medicine that we and people like me must take on a regular basis. So this agent of change, right? How does it work? Really, have we seen a person fail who's thoroughly followed our path? And that path is laid out in this literature. Information that helps me and others become better people. Better people for our families, right? See, I get to show up for my family. I get to be a better father and be there for my children that at one time I was not. A better grandfather for my grandchildren that when they see me, they light up like bright light bulbs, and the love that I receive from them is just contagious. A son who is able to give his parent his flowers while they're here on this earth. A brother that shows brotherly love and is able to show up and be relied upon and accounted on. A grandson that is charged with carrying traditions of our family. What a wonderful feeling to have someone to rely on and count on me for such wonderful things through this process, the agent of change. You see, there are programs that are designed to help us as we go through this process. They may be inpatient or outpatient. To name a few: McAllister, Drug Court, Action Central, Action East, CTC. These programs help people as they grow through this process. Some medical assisted treatments are used to help people that are in need of that type of help. See, to sum it up in conclusion, the Agent of Change is a program of recovery that helps people change the trajectory of their lives, to help them become positive, productive members of society, that they no longer do the things they used to do, feel the way they used to feel, and act the way they used to act. We are able to feel compassion, sympathy, and empathy. We are not a glum lot. We live happy, joyous, and free as a result of the 12 steps and the recovery process called the Agent of Change. My name is James Brown. I hope that I was able to provide you with some valuable information to help you understand what this process is about. I feel good. Yeah.